of miscellaneous issues in second species. First of all, range. Range can get a little bit bigger with in the lower voice so far. With more notes, you just, if you kept so close to the cantus firmus all the time, it would be difficult to make interesting larger shapes. So when we're writing upper counterpoint, we still want to stay within a tenth between the two voices. And you'll see that tenths, actually just the 1/10, is the maximum separation between the voices. Here in the lower counterpoint, several times when there are sixths, it's actually an octave and a sixth, and that's the maximum permissible. The voices can go as far apart in second species when you're writing lower counterpoint, as far apart as an octave and a sixth. You see that here, and you see that here, near the beginning of the exercise. That's as much spacing as you want. The second issue that I'm going to look at is the use of the unison. You may remember from first species that unisons are allowed, not required, but allowed only in the very first and very last measures. We're still not going to use unisons on strong beats for the same reason. When the two voices converge on a single note, they lose their independence. It's not clear what's going on. But when one note has already arrived on a note, and the other voice joins it, that's just fine. There's no loss of independence. So I'm actually going to sing the contours because on the piano it's a little hard to get the effect. I'll play the upper voice, just these two measures, so you'll hear it's fine to arrive on that unison. There's no loss of independence. So, 1, 4, 3. Again, 1, 4, 3. Lingering on that unison. The unison is perfectly acceptable. Our final miscellaneous issue is the beaten octave. This is a voice leading issue, kind of a strange one. It's only in second species. It only applies to octaves, not to fifths. But there's something called a beaten octave, where the lower voice moves by step, and the upper voice moves by leap into an octave. Now, usually this would be fine, contrary motion into an octave. But in this case, it sounds a little bit harsh, the way that octave arrives. We call that a beaten octave, and we avoid it. We don't use it.